To discuss today's state of the market, I'm going to put things in perspective. In real estate, a stable market is a market where we have 6 months of inventory. So 6 months of inventory is considered kind of the place that everything starts. What does that mean? If you have more than 6 months of inventory, that's a buyer's market, because it means there are more sellers than buyers in the market. So the buyers can negotiate the price down. If you have less than 6 months of inventory, it's considered a seller's market, meaning is not enough inventory, so buyers have to bid on some of the homes. Because just because there are 6 months of inventory, that doesn't mean every house will sell. You know, some sellers are trying, right? They're just placing the houses at very high prices, just trying to see if they will get that price that they want or that they need or they think they need. Then there will be houses that don't look good, they're not remodeled, they are not taken care of. There will be houses that they can be shown, and you'll be surprised how many houses are on the market and the tenants won't allow showings. And I'm not talking about today with the COVID issue, even like in a normal market that's difficult to show. Now in March, we all know that we're already in the quarantine, right? I think we started sometimes in the middle of the month. Inventory down 22% in March. Well, I mean, 25% will be a quarter of how many houses will come, right? So it's almost a quarter less homes on the market over the previous year. Change in gross and close sale still positive. So we still close more homes this March versus the March in 2019, right? And change in inventory overall in Chicago over the year negative 12.7. So again, very few homes on the market, which we discussed a little earlier when we started the call, that the less homes on the market, the more the price is going to go up, the more the seller has a hand up, right? But then the median price increase of 9.8% March 2020 over March 2019. I mean, this is spectacular. So we have a price increase of almost 10%, 9.8 is almost 10% increase. So that was the surprise that I had, even though I'm following every month the statistics, because there is a disconnect between the news that it says market is going down, people don't have jobs, people can't pay their mortgage, oh my gosh, what's going to happen? But look at what's actually happened. It's nothing negative, nothing bad happening. It's actually the opposite. Prices are going up, inventory is low. So whoever's want to go on the market, you know, as long as they price the home right, they will actually sell, and they will sell for more than a year ago, for more than, you know, months ago. Look at the discrepancy in inventory, how far down we are. So here at this point, price, of course, were going down, and people were listing low because price was so high, and how much inventory they had, right? Now we are barely about here. So we have very, very, very little inventory historically. Under contract, these are where the contracts were a year ago. This is what is now. Do you see how it follows the listings? We don't have the listings. How can we have contracts? And maybe that's why the price went up in March at 11%, because the few that are able to be shown, you know, more buyers are bidding on them. So there is a bidding war, and the price is going up. Historical market time. The highest amount of market time since January 2007 is been in 2011, 2012. Those were tough years. I can tell you at that time, I remember when we had 60 to 65,000 homes on the market, you know, every month, and we had almost 3 years of inventory. Right now we have about 3 months, just under or just above 3 months, depending on the type of home that you sell in inventory. Imagine 3 years versus 3 months. That's a big difference. We are back to the price of 2018. So if somebody was trying to sell last year, the people who sold last year lost for more than 10% of their value, but now the value is back. So for the condominiums owners, for the single family owners, that's a sign, you know, if you're looking to sell this year, this is the time to sell. Don't wait. Prices are going up right now. One of the reasons the prices are going up are the low interest rates. As soon as the quarantine will be raised and people come back into the market, the rates are not going to stay the same, because the more application the lenders will get, the higher the rate is going to go up, because they can service all those applications. So they automatically raise the rate. But again, the whole year hopefully looks good. I mean, if the interest rates, hopefully they're here to stay. I don't think that 3% will stay, but somewhere about 3.8, 4%, 4.5. They will rise a little bit, but as the market stabilizes, as the quarantine is lifted, so hopefully the market will recover soon. And not the market. Let me correct that, because the market is doing spectacular, right? How can we say it will recover when it's going up 10% in a month, right? And we don't have inventory. What I mean is the economy, in the sense of people going back to work, people being able to get out of their house.